Yo, what's going on guys? This is Unpunk, and in today's video, we will be going over the third of 36 character guides for the playable characters in Fire Emblem Engage. The purpose of these videos is to go over each character in detail, talking about growth stats, personal skills, classes, as well as a lot more. I plan to make guides for all 36 playable characters over time, and we'll make new ones based off of what characters you would all like to see next. Feel free to leave us a comment down below and let us know what character you're most excited to see. In this video, we're going to be talking about the character Timerra. She is an 18-year-old female character that was born on August 29th. She joins your team shortly after reaching Psalm, meaning you get her about halfway through your playthrough of the game. She comes with default proficiency in lances. Her innate or best weapon proficiency is obviously going to be in lances. If you're not familiar yet with how that works, our two previous guides explain how it works right in the beginning of the video, so feel free to check those out if you need more information. Timerra's base stats are as follows, being 35 HP, 14 strength, 6 magic, 17 dexterity, 18 speed, 16 defense, 8 resistance, 10 luck, 5 build, and 4 move. These stats are fine for a unit that is a base class with the level being lower than that of 20. You can see right away that she has solid HP, good strength, dexterity, and defense as well. She will be a unit that you will want to focus on increasing her dexterity and defense. Those should be your primary goals. When you promote her to her Picket class, you're going to come with a class ability called Sandstorm. We'll get more into the specifics of that class later in the video, but what this ability does is while making physical attacks, may calculate damage with 150% of defense instead of strength. The trigger is dexterity in a percentage form, meaning if you have 25 dexterity, this ability will have a 25% chance to activate. If this ability does activate, then you will deal damage not based on her strength stat, but instead based on her defense stat multiplied by 1.5 times that of her current stat. With that all being said, let's talk about her personal skill next. Racket of Solemn allows her to inflict critical -5 on all foes within 3 spaces. This can be useful if enemies are getting lucky crits on you, but overall it's kind of a mediocre ability in my opinion. Before we get a bit more into her growths and the class that I think she is best suited for, let me explain growths and how they work. Each number I will be reading off is a percent chance that the unit will gain 1 point to that stat when they level up. If the number is 0, they have no chance in gaining an increase, and if the number is 100, they are guaranteed to gain a point increase per level. If the number is over 100, they have a chance to gain 2 points instead of just 1 in said stat. This is most prominent in Boucheron and when he is promoted to the Warrior or Berserker class, as his HP stat will go over 100 points in those classes. Next here we are going to talk about her default growths and the class I personally recommend putting her into and why I don't specifically recommend any other class personally. Timerra has 55 HP, 25 in strength, 25 in magic, 45 in dexterity, 45 in speed, 30 in defense, 30 in resistance, 30 in luck, and 10 in build, making her overall gross total 295 points. You can clearly see that her HP, speed, and dexterity are her best stats. For this reason, she is going to be best suited in her Picket class. In this class, she has the following stat growths being plus 10 HP, plus 15 strength, plus 10 dexterity, plus 10 speed, plus 20 defense, plus 5 resistance, plus 5 luck, and plus 5 build. Those all adding up give her a 50% chance or higher in 4 stats to gain increases per level. She is not as good as some of the other units in the game based on these growths, but when you pair her with her base growths and you put her in her Picket class, which is clearly built just for her, it works great as it is intended to, and she can also be virtually used in any other class if you prefer. The reason why you can put her in basically any other class is due to the fact that her growths are almost perfectly balanced, What I mean by that is either her strength or magic have the same chance of getting an increase per level, her dexterity and speed are just the same, and then her resistance, defense, and luck are all equal as well. So with all of those reasons, you can put her in whatever class you love the most and promote her, and she'll be a very useful unit. Or if you want to get the absolute most out of her, I highly recommend utilizing the Picket class and its Sandstorm ability. As for emblems, I think she is best paired with Ike. The reason Ike is a great fit is because he has the Resolve ability, which increases her defense and resistance if her HP is lowered, has the ability to increase her arsenal while engaged to include axes and swords, and he can allow her to inherit skills that increase her defense. The defense boost will directly improve her class skill, allowing when it activates to further boost the amount of damage she will do. I also recommend increasing her bond via arena battles with Lucina to gain the Dexterity Plus skill to further increase her chance of activating her class skill. With all that said, the two skills she should equip are Defense Plus, which can vary from 1 to 5 bonus depending on which amount of SP and bond level you have, and also Dexterity Plus, which has the same rules that apply. I would prioritize the Dexterity skill first, as that causes the skill to activate her Sandstorm ability, and it's not really good to have extra damage if you're not activating the ability as often. With all that said, I do think Timerra is a good unit to have on your team, whether you're playing on normal or hard. When on maddening, she might not be the best choice, as she requires a bit of prep and training to get to a level of power and efficiency other units will be able to get to faster, making her fall off in comparison. Thank you for coming by my channel today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something new. Make sure to subscribe and like for more of the best Fire Emblem guides on YouTube, and leave us a comment on the character you'd like to see in the next guide. Peace!